After a 2-year slump, the future's looking bright again for Canadian real estate. Economists expect positive growth in the national housing market in 2020, supported by low mortgage rates, solid job market, and a rising population. In this video, I'm going to talk about what impact these changes will have on buyers, sellers, and homeowners in 2020 and beyond. Coming right up. Hey everyone, I'm Mike McCarthy. I'm a realtor in Hamilton, Ontario with RBC Economics Realty. And today I want to talk about the 2020 forecast for the Canadian housing market. As I said in the intro, economists expect positive growth in the national housing market in 2020. And this is supported by low mortgage rates, solid job market, and a rising population. In fact, in a recent report, RBC Economics called 2019 a turning point for Canada's housing market. To understand why and where the market is headed, I'm going to take a closer look at some of the key indicators and summarize some expert predictions for the coming year. More importantly, I'm going to explain what impact these changes will have on buyers, sellers, and homeowners in 2020 and beyond. After peaking in 2016, Canadian home sales volume fell in 2017 and 2018. Fortunately, we saw a turnaround last year as sales began to recover, and economists expect the trend to continue. In a recent housing market outlook report, the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation predicts home sales will increase in 2020 and 2021, offsetting the declines observed since 2016 by the end of the forecast horizon. The Canadian Real Estate Association expects to see a modest rate of growth this year. They state that sales are forecast to continue to improve through 2020, albeit slowly, and national home sales are forecast to rise by 7.5% to 518,000, with most of this increase reflecting a weak start to 2019 rather than a significant change in sales trends out to the end of next year. So what triggered this rebound in market activity? According to Rishi Sandhi of TD Economics, the beneficial combination of solid job markets, rising household incomes, healthy population growth, and less restrictive government policies, low interest rates, have driven a boost in demand. Now RBC Economics thinks that the main impediment to growth will be a lack of supply to meet the reinvigorated demand. In fact, low inventories in many local markets appear to be holding buyers back, who are faced with fewer and fewer options, noted RBC in its November report. So what does it mean to you? The market is heating up as buyer demand grows. If you're planning to purchase a home this year, be prepared to compete for the best listings. Home prices declined in many markets as sales volume fell. This year, however, sales are set to outpace the supply of new listings, and that's causing prices to increase as buyers compete for fewer available homes. The rise in sales to new listing ratio suggests that house price inflation will surge, writes Capital Economics. And nationally, the CMHC expects the average sales price to exceed its peak 2017 level by the end of 2021, led by growth in Ontario, Quebec, and British Columbia. Other regions will generally see modest gains over the forecast horizon, predicts the agency in its fall 2019 outlook. And again, Rishi Sandhi of TD Economics predicts that affordability challenges will temper price growth in the country's most expensive markets. However, low mortgage rates, rising incomes, government interventions like the first-time buyer incentive program could help eager buyers stretch their budgets. And what does this mean for you? Well, if you have the ability and desire to buy a home, act soon before prices go up. Economists expect both home values and rental costs to rise this year, so you're likely to pay more the longer you wait. Likewise, if you're planning on selling in 2020, don't rush it if you don't need to. Take your time in properly prepping your home for sale, as you'll see an appreciation over that time period, in addition to the advantages accrued from ideal home prep. In 2017, Canadian housing starts reached a 10-year high, but as the real estate market slowed, builders pulled back on construction. CMHC expects both single-family and multi-unit construction to stabilize this year and to rebound by the end of 2021 to levels consistent with historical averages, although well below the 2017 peak. Economists at the CMHC speculate that the support to new residential construction from the expected improvement in economic activity and incomes will be offset by the projected slowing in household formation over the forecast horizon. According to PwC, Condominiums continue to dominate new construction in Canada. Their relative affordability has made them a favorite of both first-time buyers and investors looking to fulfill this growing demand for rental units. However, a narrowing price gap between condos and detached houses could shift builders towards building single-family homes. So what does it mean for you? If you've had trouble finding a suitable detached home in the past couple of years, new construction might become an increasingly available option through 2020 and 2021. While national real estate numbers can provide a big picture outlook, real estate is local. And as a local market expert, your realtor can guide you through the ins and outs of the Hamilton market and the issues most likely to impact sales and home values in your particular neighborhood. If you're considering buying or selling a home in 2020, I invite you to contact me now to schedule a no obligation consultation. I'll be happy to work with you to develop an action plan to meet your real estate goals for this coming year. Thanks for your time today and all the best in the coming year.